Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we are in the beautiful South Atlantic here on carrier CVN 73, George Washington. We are going to head inland to the Falklands Island and head up to the training range and take out an SA6. That is going to be our training for today. We're going to do a SEAD on an SA6 with some harms. You can see loaded there. And then we're going to drop some GBU-38s on the location as well, just to make sure it's totally destroyed. So I guess you could say we're going to do some SEAD deed in the same task. So let's get started.
Engine fire left. Engine fire left. Engine fire right. Engine fire right. APU fire. APU fire. Bleed air left. Bleed air left. Bleed air right. Bleed air right. Roll left, roll left. Flight controls. Flight controls.
Copy.
Right, that's it. I think we are all ready and good to launch. Of course, Hornet 301, ready to taxi to launch. We're past the 7-mile nautical, we're in climb, and head on to our designated route. We're going to switch from Tucker to Waypoint. Sequence. Auto. And we'll let the jet carry itself. Yeah, it should be a quick, well not quick, but it's obviously a simple enough mission for anyone who's been flying DCS and in the F-18 for quite some time. So we're going to climb up to Angels 2-5 and settle there, heading. More than likely on the way in we will hit the tanker, take some fuel on. We've got a full tank on the way out, way into the target and then the way out. My aim is to do a pre-brief attack onto the SA6, I believe it is, and then once we fire the harms off, we will then watch them go in, and once we confirm destruction of the Sword Struck radar, we will then hop into the GB-38s onto the target location. I do apologise if you hear any sort of like squelching sound in the background. I do vape, so it might come onto the recording. So climbing about 8 degrees nose up. As you can see, I'm currently in mil power and I am hitting 400 and reducing in the box, almost at altitude if I'm honest. So the Hornet does have a good climb rate, depends on how altitude is. Once we get winch level at Angels 2-5, we will then sort our bombs out, and we are just over Angels 2-4. So I'm going to start reducing my altitude to get winch level for Angels 2-5 down thereabouts, and let's hit BL2. Hold on to just over 2-5, winch level 250, and I'm going to reduce speed to 250 in the box, around to 350 in the box. There and thereabouts. And ATC hold on. So let autopilot take us in. So whilst we are cruising on in, let's just get my stores page and get my bombs set up. So first of all, it's going to be harm. We're going to go on to pre-brief. We're going to do harm pull-up. We're then going to go to step, just to make sure that's carried over. Step back, and then we're going to UFC. And our target is going to be 108 for the SA6, I believe it is. Let me just check my lead board. Just bring it up. I am using moving map, so I'm looking down to my lead board. You will be able to see it on the screen. Don't know why. But yeah, the SEAD is 108. There we go. And we also have a tanker airborne. And there she is, 80 miles away from me to my west. And we should cross path with it in around waypoint 2, I believe it is, or 3, one of the two things. One of the 2 waypoints, 2 or 3. Right, so arms set up. Let's go and get our J82s or GB38s warmed up. So these are going to be in 2. Fuse is going to be on. And then we're going to step to the other station. And we're going to put those into 2 as well. Check that the E-fuse is still on here. And we're going to the display mission, or JDAM display, and we're going to select our release, which is manual. And that will do all. In fact, let's go to quantities. We're going to release quantity in batches of 2. And also because we're going to be designating the target points manually, I've got 4 bombs, so I'm going to designate 2 in target opportunity 1, and then 2 in target opportunity 2, and then obviously I'll drop all 4 bombs on task in one go. Right, so let's go back and just bring up our HUD. As we're flying, doesn't matter what page you have up on your left of the eye. If I'm honest, I keep my radar on my right screen always, or if it's not my radar, it's going to be my upflare pod. 6 degrees, 140 for the time being. And hopefully my SA page on my MPCD. Again, you can choose 12 pages, whichever you decide to have. Waypoint 2, and just turning into waypoint 3. 10.3 is our low state at the moment, so we are good in fuel. Roughly, and we're rolling back out to wings level. Still cruising at 350 in the box and just over 2.5 for Angels. I am using the big screen beyond. I got the big screen beyond 2E with eye tracking, but I don't use the eye tracking. I was using it, but my eyelids, or the hair on my eyelids, sort of like touches the lens because it sits so close to your face. The big screen beyond, it makes me blink quite often, so I turn it off because eye tracking wasn't really working. It's me blinking so much, but it's brilliant. The visuals are gleaming. It has a slight glare, but that glare depends on the lighting condition that you're flying in. So here in DCS right now, in this lighting condition, there's no glare whatsoever. Everything's crystal clear. But if it was, say, dark, i.e. flying at night, and I had my moving map open, I'd have had a slight glare reflection from the moving map with that contrast against the black background. So yeah, but other than that, the glare is not really there, not really present. And I also own the Quest 3 because I started out without the Quest, so the Quest, the original Quest, through those various iterations of the Quest 3 now. And I must say, even though the Quest is really good for visuals, the price point is that when I go back to the Quest 3 occasionally to fly, I do see the difference in clarity. Yeah, so my go-to now is the Big 3 Beyond for flying. Can't wait for the Halo mount to be posted out to me. So it is a long flight in, the route I've selected, and we're heading to Onion Range. So those of you who's wondering what Onion Range is, it's a valley on the eastern side of the Falklands Island, just to the north of Mount Pleasant, and it's sort of like a 360-degree range. I've been there in real life, in the past with the UK forces, and I spent quite a number of time up in that range doing live fire maneuvers. And yeah, it's just a valley with a river running through sort of like the centre of it, and you can fire pretty much in any direction without worrying about firing outside the danger area of the range. So that's the area we are transiting to today. I spent about 5 months in the Falklands a while back as the deployed infantry company in the Falklands. So there's always a company of infantaires down in the Falklands doing sort of like the outward security, if you want to call that. So we don't really look after the airfield or anything like that. We patrol pretty much the open lands, visiting farms, helping out around the farms with the locals, spending a few days with them and moving on to the next, and just general patrol, looking out for any signs of any hostile forces landing on the area. And we also do a quick reaction force, which also supports sort of like the RAF regiment that mans the systems at the airfield, sort of provide a quick reaction alert to support them in the event of any issues. So yeah, I know the Falklands quite well. I patrolled quite a vast area of it in the 5 months I was based in the region. Onion Range is to know quite well. Trying to find my tanker. Heading into waypoint 3. Oh, the tanker's behind me. It's already passed. Wasn't paying attention. We are on 9.3, if you will. With 42 miles to waypoint 3. At waypoint 3, we will fenced in. So the tanker is well behind me. Can't even see it. It's perched in the VR. You can only spin your neck so much. Yeah, it's well behind me. It'll be on its recon leg shortly. So I should be able to make it into the range, drop the ordnance, and I could either land at Mount Pleasant Air Base or head back to the carrier, and I'll hit the tank on the way out back to the carrier. We'll see. So there we are, the East Falklands Island just coming into view now. Zoom in a bit. So once we're about 10 miles out from waypoint 3, we will descend altitude to low level, fenced in, and look to run in on our pre-brief. That is a tanker, saying that it's on station and ready to take on incoming fuelers. But I'm the oldest one in the sky today, so I know it's available. It's got more than enough fuel for me. 20 miles out. We are going to start dropping down soon. Yeah, so on the range sort of like sits in sort of like a semi-circle, or almost or thereabouts. So it starts from, let's say, the northwest of the East Island, not all the way to the edge clearly, but sort of like in the central part of it, northwest, and sort of like arc down to the south, and then around, and then arc back up, sort of like to the northeast. So a nice little open valley, surrounded by high mountains either side, and you can then drop in, you know, you and there, sort of like fire different various calibers of ammunition without any real worry. So 11 miles out, we're going to hit autopilot off. We are going to hit ATC off, and then we're going to descend. 301 descending to IP altitude. So we get down. Start bringing up the wind level. And we are going to fence in. Last arm on. And select our air to ground. Select harm. And we're going to designate waypoint 6 as our designated point. This is dead ahead. We're going to drop down to about engines 2 before we run in. Whilst we're doing that, I'm going to bring up my flare pod on the right DDI, right on into visual. Switch over into white hot.
Altitude. Altitude.
There we are. Waypoint 6 just hidden by the hills. I'm going to come up wings level here, so we're at 1.6. I did say 2, but hey, 1.6 will do. And because I'm flying low, I'm just going to switch it down to biometric, radalt on the altimeter. And I'm not in afterburner. My descent caused me to build up quite a large amount of speed, so we're going to use that because the harm's going to need the speed to go in. And once we're in range, we should get 2 sort of like chevrons either side of the fall line, and there we go, and then the fall bar. So I'm in range, so I'm going to depress on the pickle button and pull up until my bus is back to the crop between 2 chevrons. Magnum times 1, and drop low again, rolling, and then level off whilst I'm pulling up. Pickle press button up.
Altitude.
And Magnum times 2 away. And we are going to continue to climb. And we're going to keep just above 15 degrees. Nose up. I'm going to select our altitude hold. Maintain the climb. And we should see 8.6, there we go, coming in view, and now I'm just going to move across 2, and there we are with the SA6 in view. There is the main truck's south track radar. We'll climb back up to about Angels 15, level off there, try and stay outside, but in the close enough to the let's bring it down properly. 60, 17. That will do. I missed every altitude I said it on the set today. Alright, biometric hold. We're gonna try and keep just on the edge of the engagement zone for the SA6, and that's what you can see here on the SA page. And there we are. We are now being painted. So Mud Spike SA6. Let's see if it fires at us. Calm down the volume enough. Oh, just in time. There we go. That should go quiet soon. There we go. So that's why I fired 2 harms, because the SA6 is on tracks, the track radar. So as you can see, the first SAM or first harm hit just to the rear of it, didn't really cause any issues, and as it was about driving off, the second one then homed in on it. And the reason why I stayed close to the engagement zone is so that it can paint me and radiate me and allow my harms to track it. Because when you fire your harms in pre-brief mode, what you say into your harm is go into this location here, search the area for this specific radar signature or emission signature and engage it. Alright? So by having the SAM paint to me and Mud Spike me as I'm flying ahead above it, it allows my harms to home in precisely in where the signature is coming from. And 6.7, and I'm hoping in the future that a harm is developed that not only works via radiation but also works via GPS coordinates, so it has both to disposal. Right, so let's get our wings. Let's turn into the target location, get our wings level, and we're going to go and designate these bombs. So we're going to go to mission, and we got TO1 selected. So as I come around, I should be able to get a good visual with my T-pod on the target location, so I'm not going to turn directly onto the targets just yet. I'm going to go wings level and hopefully get a good picture. Looks going to be in the back there. I am. So when we turn in a bit more, then when we turn back out. So hopefully with that, I'm able to get a good, solid picture. And let's just go very much about turn. Zoom out so we can see where the site is, and there it is. And this is what we're going to go and do. We're going to drop one bomb in the middle here. Boom. And then we'll step. Then we're going to drop one there. Step. One there. Oop. One there. One there. I have lost track because I think I designated 3 and the initial TO1. I didn't realise that. So let's turn in, drop our speed down, and pick up these bombs. And I think we will land at Mount Pleasant Airfield. Instead of heading back to the carrier. It's turning in. Let's go wings level. 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and into on. And there we go. All 4 bombs away. Let's zoom out. Altitude hold. Biometric hold on. Let's see where these bombs go. I knew it. 2 fell on the same target. I guess that is it. Let's do some guns in. we'll head to Mount Pleasant.
Altitude. Altitude.
Gotta hit some target. I'm wrong for second pass. And good hits again. Whilst we're climbing here, let's bring up the F10 menu. Let's get Mount Pleasant. Details 59X and it's 13350.
Bingo. Bingo.
Is it 133350 did I say? 133350, yeah. And let's turn in and do one more pass and then head into Mount Pleasant.
Bingo. Bingo.
Close to 4.7. Whatever that is. And let's roll in. Looks like a flatbed of some sort.
Altitude.
Gonna get good hits.
Altitude.
Right, that is it. Let's head on out of the area. So because we're heading into Mount Pleasant to land, let's underestimate target. I think it's pretty close, Mount Pleasant, Pacan, and it should be over there somewhere. There it is. Body binders of that. Right, let's go in. Let's radio into Mount Pleasant. Let's fence out. Make sure that our okay, we go. We're gonna leave it in environmental altitude.
Bingo.
And let's call into Mount
Bingo.
Pleasant.
1 inbound. 5 heading 137, port 10, QSC 29.69, runway 28, to pattern altitude.
Mount Pleasant Tower, Hornet 301,
Altitude.
inbound for your
Altitude.
head.
Bingo. Bingo.
Lost visual for a second there.
Bingo. Bingo.
Check landing gear. Runway 28.
Yeah, I spent many a time in this base. It's quite nice actually. Indoor gym. Everyone in a break.
Bingo.
Indoor gym,
Bingo.
indoor swimming pool. A big indoor gym, big indoor swimming pool. All of the buildings are connected via this long corridor because of the temperature outside when in the winter and the wind. Or most of them anyway. All of the main quarters and stuff is connected via the DFAC, the cinema, the shops, the bars. Apart from the RAF has its own bar up at the airhead.
Bingo. 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 Bingo.
So we're going to start turning it into the 90. Get back on the speed here, don't climb too high. On the 90, our home base. final, short final, 2 miles.
One, request landing.
I always do this, you know, so I like overshoot, do it in the carrier, and I do it on the airfields as well. And wheels down.
Taxi to parking area.
So let's get flaps back up to half. And we'll turn off our out back to biometric and taxi across to our parking spot. Well, I hope you enjoyed the flight. Thank you for viewing, and please, if you want to leave any comments or suggestions, do so in the comment section below. And yeah, let me know what you thought of this. This is the first time I've actually used sort of my voice in game. Let me know if I spoke too much or too little, or you just want me to keep quiet. Cheers. And I'm signing off.